have all? Okay, so nice to see you again, guys. We will start with some, I think, some gioco stretto, because it will be without heavy equipment, so we will have an opportunity to wake up a bit and warm up. After that, we will go for some repetition from yesterday, and after that, we will go with heavy equipment and different sparrings using Fiore techniques. So let's start with warm up. So maybe let's make a circle. And we can move our head a bit using arms down and up. Roll for our body, like starting with the neck, after that chest, and lower back. We try to stretch and touch to the floor, and after that slowly we are going up. And just a few times. Raising our knee, try to close it the belly. Now we are trying to touch the heel, the bounce. And now let's try to touch toes. And let's try to catch the balance. That. Easy, and other leg up, back, and touch toes, and keep balance. One more. Balance, so I'm standing on my left foot, and with my right leg, I would like to go to touch diagonally to the ankle of my left leg. And after that, I go up to raise the knee and up. So the movement is diagonal. The right arm to the left ankle. Leg movement can be slow. Going for lunges, forward and backward. Easy, we're going a few squats. And now we try to widen the position a bit. Let's try to squat in wider position. You can stretch a bit. Let's move our spine. We are lying on the floor. We can do long circular movements with our arms. They are touching each other. Go forward. Wrists. Other side. Fingers. One more time lunge position. We can catch the floor. And now I'm going to stand up, but I'm still touching the floor. I can raise my toes at the end. And after that I'm repeating. So down and up, still touching the floor with my hands. And let's change the position of the arms, so they are on the side, and few rotations. Okay, other side. Rotation. Okay. I think that's enough. You need to warm up some guys. You can have 1 minute more. So let's drink water and take some. Always have to come up. Okay guys, if you're ready, come closer. So we'll start with some stretto Fiore techniques. You won't do all, just few. Some of them are like more sparring able, some of them are just maybe curiosities, which I would like to show you, because they are very interesting. Maybe not best for the sparring, but very unusual. It's interesting because gioco stretto is the longer part of the Fiore treatise. So that means that it's more techniques in close combat than on the distance. But it's kind of illusion, because techniques in gioco largo, there is not everything which we can do fighting in the distance, because we have a lot of techniques which are not described in gioco largo, but we can understand them, understanding what specific guard can do. So Fiore, when he describes his guards, he's written that from this guard you can perform like powerful strikes, you can break the opponent's sword and something like that. And these kind of actions are not described in gioco largo. So gioco largo is in fact a bit bigger section than it looks like. But still, gioco stretto is, we can see that Fiore really appreciated grappling. He really liked to go close. Okay, so we'll start with something very simple, which probably everyone knows, which is probably in every fencing tradition, so hit with the pommel, but after that Fiore has some interesting conceptions what to do next. Come here, maybe. I would suggest to do it maybe this way. We will have posta di donna opponent. We can choose any guard comfortable for you. I would suggest maybe kind of invitation in porta di ferro. It can be tuta porta di ferro or mezza porta di ferro, how we prefer, just to take a crown parry. So now our opponent attacks us with cross step, and I'm standing in my place. So I'm not going backwards because I will be in the bigger distance. I can't catch him now. So if I will stay, I'm basically in gioco stretto position. So now we will just go to the side with your arms, and with passing step you can go to the hit with the pommel, and you can finish it with the cut to the head. So just parry, beating with pommel and hit to the head. I'm just waiting, I parry this and I go to the side. You can use the cross guard. If you feel better with the parry, you can also do it like more in one movement. Just be careful about the arms. So just for the warm-up, I know it's very easy. To the other side, I'm attacking, just parry and so let's do a few times. Which is slicing the front after hitting the pommel. So this is the unusual one, the first one. So I defend myself, I go to hit my opponent, but he will probably still be capable to do something, so I'm going just to his back. And here I can slice, or Fiore described that you can throw him using your leg. Just of course we won't do any takedowns here, just we'll go for the back. So immediately after hit, we can release, we can use our left hand just to go around for his back. I know it's not maybe very common in sparring, but we can try. It will be one more interesting solution after that. So I just defend myself, I go to hit, even if my opponent will protect himself, or I will hit him, I hit him but he's still capable to do something, I go around and go to the back. So we can do on the other side, I just attack, and go around. Exactly. Let's try 2 times. Of this technique, so Fiore describes that it can be defended by the opponent, who can raise his sword just to protect himself against this slicing. Yeah, so it can be a bit uncomfortable, but you can just let your opponent do this with the sword, so you can't be, you don't have opportunity to slice. So let's do like that. You attack. Let's assume I hit, but whenever I wanted to go here around, yes, exactly, opponent protected himself, so now he can defend himself. So this is funny technique where I can grab the sword, and I tell you to go from this side or from this side, just here. So this is kind of slicing with his own sword, and in the same moment I can control him and I can stab him to the back. This, here, I can go. Hit with the pommel, but he's protecting against this movement. I here close to him, so he can escape. I can just grab his sword, I can push him a bit here, so it's a bit messy for your backs. And I can go to the other side. I attack, I get this hit, yes, but I'm defending against this, and you have to, yeah, exactly. And you can, you have to keep this, yeah, exactly, okay. Exactly, and you can pull it a bit down, so it will be very uncomfortable here. Let's try 3 times.
Kita lagi tahu ada.
can I, so let's have another position. So maybe we will have an opponent who's going to thrust me low, somewhere to the belly. So situation similar to scambia de punta, but I'm going to parry this, and after that I will try to catch the hilt. So it will be very simple, but more effective. So I'm waiting for my opponent's attack, and I parry this. I can go a bit to the side, a bit forward. So if I will go just to the side, I will keep rather gioco largo distance, so I can just riposte. But just in case maybe I planned this, or it happened that we are a bit closer, yes, I can go a bit forward. I will be able to grab the opponent's hilt, and now here is my sword under my arm, so it will be difficult to do something here, but I have to just pull it to be able to thrust or stab from this side. So I'm just waiting, and I go a bit to the side and forward to be in gioco largo, gioco stretch distance, and I just have to free my sword from this side. One more time. And other side. I'm attacking, so I go. It can be parry like that, or you can choose any parry, so it's more like Parry-riposte now. Okay, now let's try a few times. It's very simple, but quite effective. Of course, it will work to the other side too. So if I thrust and zero parry, and for example, if it didn't work, I can grab him too. So usually, grappling techniques in Fiore works like that both can do it. Who will be first? Who will be more capable to understand that he's in the grappling distance. Okay, let's do a bit different, maybe from posta di donna. So now, both fencers will be in posta di donna, and when I start my attack with the cut with the head, Miro starts too. So let's be careful just with the hands, not to hit too strong. We just have a situation when two fighters go deeply with the attack. So I start and Miro starts too, so we are in the in crowd, very close to each other. It's like a good example of gioco stretto distance. Yesterday we had one exercise with grabbing the point of the sword. Here's the example when it's quite impossible. Of course I can grab it here, but here it will be more difficult for me to control. If Miro will start to fight with me, yeah, it will be difficult. If I will grab the weaker part of the sword, I can do something, but here it will be a bit tough. But we have also very simple techniques with pushing the opponent's arms. So if the arms are quite high, I can push or the handle, or the arms, or the pommel. You can choose. Usually with sparring gloves, it's difficult to grab something because there is a little space here between the arms, exactly. But you can just even push, and after that thrust or cut. The control won't be infinite. It will be a short period. So we have to just push for a moment and keep the pressure, because opponent has two hands on the sword and you have only one. So it would be good to push it a bit up. Yeah, so be here and straighten my arm. So now I'm in quite a strong position and I will be able to hit. And if I will be like that, well, he will probably break me here. Yes, so it will be good to be a bit keeping the pressure. I can't fight completely a long time with my one hand against two hands of the opponent. But if I will go forward, maybe it will be enough time to finish the technique. So we have I initiate it, slowly mirror see it, and start with own attack, and after that I just go with cut and tusk. So we can do it other side, mirror initiate it, and go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can be also Pommel strike, so you can finish it in any way. Let's do a few times. For the other one, yeah. Good. So now let's have maybe situations where opponent attack is a combination of two cuts. So maybe it can be pendente cut from the right and after that from the left. It can be pendente or even it can be kind of spare because it's very often combinations like that. So I will parry ground and with finesse strike after that. If I will parry with step backwards, I will have gioco largo distances, so I can just repulse with the sword. But if I will stay in place, we will go to the closer distance. So we have first cut and another. Yeah, exactly. So now I'm close to the opponent. I can repulse here. I can try here. That is very long movement, and also I can get this hit. So it will be quite difficult. Of course, I can try to dive, but Fiore has solution with grappling. So I will go with my left hand around the opponent's hand, and I have to squeeze it here. And after that, I can finish with the pommel and hit. And wait, I will parry, second parry, and I go around to grab the opponent's sword. So we have to really grab it, because without it, he can escape with the sword. And other side. I'm attacking. First one, two, and left hand. Exactly. Here is the window. Yeah. And now it's difficult for me to release the sword because of the cross guard. So it's tough to run away. Exactly. Very nice. Let's try some. Can I go? So I'm attacking, you parry, and you are going around my hand. Exactly. My hands are trapped now. So my idea is now to, at first, fight our fleche, because we can get the pommel hit, it will be the fastest. Yeah? So I would like just to be close to my opponent with my hand, as close as it possible. And now, it will be difficult to release my right hand because of the cross guard. I don't have enough space. But my left hand, I can release it easily. Even if it's squeezed, I still can do it. This one I can, but I just need this one. And now I can, of course, defend with this against his sword. But I can also grab my own sword and I can have lever from the shoulder here. So this is also very, very Fiore. I would say even it's one of the favorites of the Fiore because it's in everything. It's wrestling section, in dagger section, in longsword. Fiore always show this technique. So I'm attacking, I'm grabbed here, so I want to hide my head, maybe fight here, but it will be like kind of wrestling. Okay, if I will be stronger, I can win, but if not, I have to go for the technique, so grab my own sword and just go a bit around. To the other side, so I'm standing and other, I'm going for the sword. I have to really squeeze it, because if I want to, the technique won't work. Yeah, it will be a bit different, but if I will squeeze, now it will be tighter and it's more effective. You can do it. Yeah, exactly. Now it's quite painful. Is it clear? Let's try. Slicing the throat. So sometimes it will happen that this log doesn't work very well because the opponent is strong. Maybe we did something not perfectly, or maybe this holding wasn't very tight. If it's tight, it's usually surprisingly But if I relax my hand, I'm aware that my opponent trapped me, I can relax it, so maybe the lock isn't perfect. So we can try to go with the half sword on the opponent's throat. So I'm attacking, we have parry, we have attack here. I try to go even deeper than I expected, but I will try here. Okay, and now my opponent is not very, he doesn't want to cooperate with me, he don't want to go down, so I can finish it here. Yes, so I can go with the sword, even if I can break his posture, I can go on the throat. And here describing that you can slice his throat, or you can throw him using your leg. So now we'll have like alternative like that. So I go for the attack, with the trap here, I want to go for the lock, it doesn't work, so I go to slice. So let's do it other side. I go grab it. I don't want to cooperate. So yeah, exactly. So it will be last one from this this part. So let's try it. We'll be toward the spada. So finally taking its name. Toward the spada, so it will be like taking the opponent's sword. I think one of the most spectacular forms. So whenever we will be in stretto distance, maybe we attack both or I just parry, maybe it will be easier if I parry, the opponent's attack. Yes, exactly. So now I have to go and I will have to grab the opponent's hands with my left hand, but also I will try to lock his sword with my handle. So I will go here to grab it, but I also need this here as a cut. So now I would like to push left hand and pull right hand, in the same time performing tutta volta. So I would like to go around, just for the sword. I don't really fully turn, I can also just fight here and turn just a little bit. Yes? So it depends how the opponent will fight with me. But usually any kind of turn will be useful because we will use additionally our hips, not only our arms, because our arms holds the opponent and our hips turns it a bit. We can make it easier. Go around, and I want to grab it strongly. I would even like to have my thumb high somewhere here, so not be like that, because it's not a strong grip. I would like to have it here, yes, and then it will be strong. Here, he will be, arms of the opponent will be relaxed, and he will be more capable to fight with me. Usually during fight it happens that opponent still keeping his sword and maybe I'm not able to do it. Okay, ideally would be to do it like Fiore with tutta volta, with elegance, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. We just have to fight like that. Okay? So it will happen, but it will be effective. Let's try the other side. Attack, parry, go around and grab it strongly, strongly, strongly. Yeah. Okay, it's quite nice. And yeah, just try to finish it. And now we will try to use the handle here. Here, I think it will make it more difficult for me to defend. Yes, turn. Okay. So it would be nice to squeeze this arm quite deep. If I'm able to move these arms a bit. They are like that, like a bit in finestra. It would be the easiest for me to take this sword here. Yes? But any other options will be good too. So we'll have to try just to find your way. So one more time. Okay, that's quite nice. And try to do it like in one movement. Maybe because in one movement it can be the most effective. If you won't be able to do it, if you still feel that opponent keeping the sword, you can start to move a bit around. Let's try. Thing to notice because it is very good when you do it. Toward the spada has also different options, but just we did only this one. I think it's the most difficult. But like we can grab our opponent in the tightest way. It can also be possible to do it with the palm only, so like just here. Yeah? So maybe a bit easier to grab, but a bit less control. But it's also possible. It's also middle one, grabbing the handle. Just grabbing the handle usually doesn't work in sparring because we don't have enough space in the gloves. And also it can happen during the sparring that you will go for this and it's even possible to grab here, but after that our opponent is not sleeping, he's still fighting, so it will be difficult to finish it. You can always like grab something, maybe cross that, yes? And you don't have to take this, you can just finish it here. So whenever you get this control, the opponent is strong and is fighting and it's difficult. You are still in the better position because you are grabbing this hand, so you can just finish it here. So later when we will try to do it in sparring, you can just remember this. And let's have some break. Okay?
You run out of power.
So we'll do very, very small repetition of the first Fiore play, but also in a bit different circumstances. And after that, I think we'll go for the full equipment. So let's do it in the first option, like we did it yesterday. I just go against the point. I just go a bit forward. I'm starting with my arm. It protects me in case opponent will do something against me. And now I feel the whip on the blade. I can just bend the arms. Or I can feel the stronger opponent. I can go to the other side. Only this just with preparation and stuff. And other side. So with bigger distance. A bit bigger, one step backward, exactly. So just start with the step, so we can come closer, yeah, exactly. And after that, if you have space, exactly, you can thrust, and if you see that I'm fighting, we can go to the other side. So it's very simple, but just let's start a few times, okay? Way, with our eyes closed. So we have to just focus completely on the feeling of the blade. So I mean, I just give the point, so I can have my eyes open, but other side is just closing. And you just go to touch my sword, exactly, and whenever you feel what you can do, exactly, you just execute one of the options. Just kind of play to make it a bit more interesting, but it also teaches us just to think about feeling of the blade, because sometimes when I touch opponent's sword and I just want to look at it, it's not moving, but I can feel that it's strong. That if I will only go a few centimeters there, my opponent will push me. I just feel the tension here. So maybe it will be better to go around. So we just practice. Just to touch to feel. And also this first step. Just to be sure that we will catch something. I can try to catch it with my arms and with my leg without using my hands. I just have to be sure that I catch. Let's try 5 times each side, okay? Play, but in the reverse way, because Fiore said that whenever you will be crossed on the point, you can do this and this. But of course, it doesn't mean that I initiate it. It can happen also that my opponent initiates the crossing, but I'm the one who executing the technique. So it also will happen very often against the opponent who just touching our blade constantly to prepare something. So sometimes it starts with the only preparation, and if it's only preparation and if it's weak, I can counter-attack. But if he's really taking the central line, yeah, so I will miss. So I will have to go to the other side. So I'm just presenting my point and I'm waiting, yeah. And I can thrust, or I can go to the other side. You can just basically go just to the touch, or just with the small push. So we'll do on the side. So I just go, if I go to the other side, if I just prepare, we can counter attack. So let's do a few times, we will last exercise like that. Let's go. So today we will have a bit more exercises like tusk sparring, more dynamic things. Just maybe it will be fine. We have to fight, just maybe save your energy. We can fight every sparring like with 150%. We will have quite a lot of this, and maybe at the end we will have time still just to have some free sparrings yet. Okay, so let's start with this first Fiore play. So we will both have same possibilities. We can thrust and we can cut the hand. So we can prepare it in any way. So if my opponent is open, of course I will try to probably just thrust. But if my opponent will start to do something here, maybe push me, maybe parry a bit, we can start to work on the blade. I can try to cut from this side. Of course we can parry this. I can try to thrust. You can also do it in the other way. If the opponent is strong, you can try to thrust from the other side. It's also like kind of another interpretation of the first Fiore's play. Yes? Because Fiore is saying that you can just go to the other side with the sword, with the cut. Okay, this is direct interpretation, but like this thrust is also possible. So I can thrust from both sides. I can cut from the hands from both sides. It doesn't mean you have to be fully focused on performing Fiore's first play, but I think in these circumstances, when we have thrust and cut to the hands, it will be quite useful. You can use every guard you prefer, so you can stand in iron gate. You are more open, you invite your opponent, but you won't get hit for the hands, for example. So all options have some advantages and disadvantages. So we just showing the play, so we will just go and try to prepare something. Yeah, very nice. Of course, in the case of the double, which is thrust and cut to the hands, let's have a point for the thrust. Yes? So be careful with the this cut. Always risk that if I will go around, I will get something here. Yes? And I consider it as a point here. Let's try. So one more thing we can try to do from first phase, like a view. Will be, so let's assume that we can start here, and I just touch it, and because I want to check what my opponent will do, but I know that he just trapped. So I know that here will be difficult. Okay, if I will be able to come very close, so maybe I will thrust, but maybe my opponent will just retreat a little bit. So I know that the distance is still a bit too big. I can try to push him a bit more to make him cut me from the other side. Okay? Because usually, if I will do this to him, it's quite natural to go on this way. So after that, we'll try to counter it with finestra. So it will be like just developing the idea of the first play. Yeah? So now we will counter this. So I come a bit closer, and I will try just to go to the top. Yeah. And it can be even shorter movement like that, without this. So you want really quickly, yeah, not even to the hand, you can retreat a bit, and in the moment, just around. Yeah, and really good. Very nice, yeah. So now I do it just to perform parry. So I keep my pressure, because he retreats. I see this open, but if my opponent retreats, I can't just go forward. I will be short, probably it's too easy to Parry-riposte. I can do it in particular moment if opponent is on the end of the pool. Yeah? So if he can't retreat more, I can go forward. But let's try to do it with Parry-riposte. I just go to touch it, just in the previous exercises, to touch and push it even more, and then keep the pressure. So let's another. I'll try retreating a bit. Exactly, nice. Awesome. So let's do it times. And like your own, but you already probably know it that he will push me, so I can see that it's kind of trapped. So it will be trapped with the parry, and he's still coming to me, so I can show him that I can do it with the fake. So this is one option to prolong it, but my opponent is aware that I can do directly, he can go to parry, but if he will see that I'm going to fence, he can just finish it directly, or just multiple parries, so parry here and here, keeping them to distance. So there are just things which can happen in Sparring. Okay, we will go for the second play. So we will do it in very common sparring situations, like countering the opponent's fleche attack. So now I would like you to do it like, because we do like competitive Fiore, so let's do like the opponent who really attacking very short but quick attack. So not even posta donna, let's be this sporty bouncy, right? Just jump, but here the second Fiore play works very well because it's strong parry. We're going a bit to the side, or if we will change a bit interpretation and we will give it a bit more free, we can do it a bit backward, but still it's strong. We can break the opponent's posture, parrying this, and riposte in the moment when he is like doing his run. So it can be your attack on my head, and then parry this time. You can even like wait a second here, the opponent will fly, and just hit somewhere, just be careful not to hit at the back of the head. And just in case, if you will, after first hit, it will be second hit, I can just be aware to another part. Now I need to step backward, so also I gain some time to Parry-riposte, and I can protect myself again, or a bit to the side. And now I cut, so let's check the distance. Yeah, that's very good. the other hip. Very nice. Let's try. Then attack with the fleche. This side will wait to parry and riposte. For like seconds for the play. You can parry and riposte with step backward. You can parry and riposte with step to the side. As I said, step to the side has many advantages. I can avoid this clash with my opponent. From the other side, it will be a bit more difficult. Because generally, most of the time, probably, we will walk forward, backward. And if my opponent will attack me, when I'm retreating, it will be difficult to change from this here. Only if I'm staying and waiting. I know that this is the moment. But still, it's good to practice, to be capable to do in different ways. So I will attack, you will defend, but now attacker can move, of course, so we can be even more nasty as an attacker. I have only direct attack to the head, so we all know where it will be, but I can prepare it with my legs, with my sword. I can do something to do it more effective. It has to be real attack. So I can jump, I can come, I can slower, faster. Changing the speed of the preparation is very important. Sometimes I can retreat a bit, I can invite my opponent to come. It will be easier to surprise him. I can do something with my sword. I don't have to be still in one stiff position. I can change, I can move, and attack from moving. So these things will make my preparation more effective. I'm preparing. Nice, very good. So let's try, okay? This side really tries to hit with the fleche. This side really tries to hit. There's a question. To the arm, and after that you can thrust. So here maybe if you will be very close to each other, it can be difficult to thrust. Unless we will go to the side, it's possible. But if you are just in place and I put my arms high, it's just possible to parry, hit to the arms which I raised, and just after that keep my arms and retreat or something. So if you find riposte to the head difficult, remember that always there are heads. Okay? Rest a bit.
Tehty jo. Joo, edes. Oli silleen 2,5 tuntia, on taas vaan tyhmä.
Okay, let's have some exercise with boar tusk again. We will add a bit new. Maybe can I show you? So we will start with undercut the arms because it's like the easiest thing you can do from this position from a bit bigger distance. So I just want to attack with small steps forward and retreat. So let's assume that we have situations like that. First hit, lands. And another hit, my opponent pulling the arms, maybe with very, very small step back. That's very, very small. So yeah, exactly, with retreat. So whenever I miss with my bow task, still I go with my point up. So I'm ready to attack again, just from the other side. So I can do it like with step and lunge. Of course, you can do it with thrust too. If you will just leave it here, you can prolong it with the thrust. And of course, another footwork like crossing cross step or fleche is also possible. because very often people not only pulling the arms, but also retreat with my small step. So it will be difficult to prolong it in place, because I'm quite far now, and my opponent can Parry-riposte. So first it lands on the arms, and I retreat, and another one is defended. So I would like to prolong it or with lunge, or with passing step. To the other side. So for tusk, cut and retreat. And after that, exactly, very nice. Let's try. The beat undercut, and also some feints. One more thing which is quite nice from both tasks will be the beat. Yeah, so I'm just, I used already all my tools against this opponent. So I did everything. I did start here, and like here. He expects everything high, so it looks like difficult to do something, but I still can beat him, and he will be ready to parry everything from his, because still I'm raising his sword while I'm beating. Here he's prepared. And it's also nice time for task, because I just raise my hands to beat, and this is like already failed, so I can just prolong it to the leg. All of you have leg protectors. If someone doesn't have, you can see nobody else. So we can just do it with this. So maybe with short lunge, so I just, or maybe I can beat it with small step forward, and after that the short lunge go for the leg. Which is also according to Fiore. I mean, Fiore doesn't describe it as a technique from broadcast, but it describes the legs and defense against it. It will be like this, so we all know it. He generally is saying that hitting below the knee is not a good idea in sword fighting, because you keep your upper body unprotected, and you are going to hit. He just showed defense, so probably it could happen that someone will come to this idea. He's also saying interesting thing that hitting someone in the leg is good only when you are lying on the ground. So this is the good moment for Fiore to hit someone to the leg. So just as a curiosity. But let's do it anyway, standing. So I can prepare, beating with small step, and after that, short cut. Just not to go, not to leave back of the head unprotected. Okay, some people do it like that also in sparring, and it can work that you hit strongly here, and they are like a bit bent, but they escape in this direction. I personally don't like it. It's like very carefully, dangerous for my back, but sometimes it's effective because if opponent will come back to hit me, I can just retreat here. But I would suggest just go with a bit shorter lunge and have possibility to retreat normally. One more time, we are just going deep. On me, on my eyes, exactly. Okay, I don't have leg protector, so we won't do it on the side. Let's try some times. Beating the leg, back to the leg, and counter with retreat, with shifting the leg, so I repeat it. Okay, so I beat, I pass, and my opponent is exactly. So it's shown like you did like tornado, so passing step backward, but of course we know from sparring that the opponent is just like that, so we just shift. Front foot, you can do it however you prepare, just to make it will be a bit better balance. This will be faster and closer to my opponent. How you prefer. So just let's try. Okay. Now the pass to the leg as a base of the opponent. So I will be maybe in the position. You can be in kind of donna, or you can be in short guard. For me, it will be a bit more comfortable. Kind of maybe the posta or ground, because I would like to change from any high guard for the lower. It can be kind of iron gate or tusk. I want to create the danger for the opponent's leg. So sometimes I go for the leg, really, and you want to just protect it and keep me to the leg. Yeah, just protect the leg. Exactly. So sometimes I want to get that hit, sometimes I want to prepare it, but without coming too close. I just want to provoke this movement. So I just go in from higher guard, lower. And now I undercut. So I go, I'm just teaching my opponent that it happens really quickly. Yes. And then, so it will be the matter of distance. Here I go a bit closer. I get it. That was real. I just do it to check the distance for myself. So I know that if I would like to provoke my opponent, the distance has to be similar, but a bit more extended, just to not get this hit. Or I can just come and maybe balance a bit backward, but still to be able to hit. So I have to catch my opponent in this position, which is it's easy to defend the leg, but after he's in this position, he's a bit exposed for me. I'm going and I'm getting hit. I can check sometimes if he reacts, because if I will do it here, it's not grappling. So maybe this is feedback for me. I'm too far away. So maybe I will go again closer. Maybe in one moment I will find the distance which is possible to counter. Let's do other side, just maybe carefully with the hitting because I don't have protectors. So I can just go somewhere from the higher guard to the lower with the cut. You can touch my leg. Exactly. But really touch it. And I would suggest in steps it will be easier for you to combat that challenge. Now I do this. Nice. Okay, so go and handle. Very nice. Let's practice. After that, we will have a break. A bit exhausting second day, but let's try. Now we will try to have tusk sparring when we have maybe kind of higher guard like posta di donna against lower guard. It can be iron gate or it can be for tusk. You can choose one, Now it's like for me mostly to learn how to work in the distance. So we will have opponent in the posta di donna. So what can happen from here is like very strong hit, downward hit. So let's assume this is the opponent who is still standing. Okay? So whenever I'm in closer distance, I can get the hit. So if I come too close, I can just get the hit exactly, but in place. But I'm the one who can move from my lower guard. So now, first thing, I can't come too close, because I will get the hit. But I can try to find the distance when my opponent reacts and I'm not getting hit. And it will be like first success, that I'm knowing this red line, which means that I can still risk for a second to be here, because if my opponent will go deeper, which now he can, but in sparring it will be possible. I will get this hit, so I can't stay here forever, but still I can't get direct hit from this distance, so it's good to notice this. And another thing, I will look for my own opportunity to hit. So from lower guard, I will try to prepare the distance, and I can execute how I prefer. I can do the cut, but with opposition, because whenever my opponent sees my attack, he will attack too. So he can break me unless I will close the line. I can finish it with the thrust. If he cuts, for example, I can also undercut. Maybe for now don't do it with the parry, because it will be a bit too easy, because you know that this is cut from one side. Yeah? So you can just come with the Parry-riposte, and of course it's like proper action. Just for now, let's focus on the distance. Like going in the safe distance and launching your attack, where you shorten the distance a bit, but not that much to provoke the opponent to attack you first. Or, of course, you can do it in the manner we did it yesterday, training Scambio di Punta, that when I come, my opponent launch his attack, he was short, so I can also attack now. So you have a lot of different options, just you have to manage to find the good distance. Let's do it other way. I'm just here, you can be in lower guard. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just waiting for the moment. Very nice, yeah, that was very good distance. Nice. So let's play a bit like that, okay? Of the defender. So now you will be on breve or longa, or you can switch them. And now the opponent can attack me with short lunge too. So he's not attacking like he's not preparing attacking, but if I will come too close, I can get counter from a bit bigger range. So now the distance when we'll operate will be a bit more realistic, because the opponent can launch his own footwork attack. So I will be still from the lower positions, and now I will prepare, just I have to be careful, because here I can get any attack. So I can, of course, try to undercut, but I need to be aware that he still can attack me, so maybe I will have to do it in bigger distance, or with retreat, or with retreat and the parry, so to protect myself better. Or, of course, I can now I have point here, so I can change it. I can do something with this. I can, exactly, I can finish with the thrust. And now let's give opponent one more option, attacking from the different sides too. So if I'm closing the line here, he can attack from this side. I can then get the hit. I can go to the sinestra, which I already practiced. Yeah? So we can do more things here. And other side. Nice, very good. Nice. That was also good preparation, pushing my blade and just hit from the other side. Is it clear? Let's try, okay? we'll go to posta donna, or okay, let's try. So we'll try 2 parries from posta donna, which is quite strong because it will be a bit beating parry when I will perform it as second Fiore play. Yeah? So this parry here opposed the opponent, and on the other side we will try to do colpo di Milano from posta di donna too. So from posta di donna we will be able not only to attack but also to defend. So there we go. So let's try like that. Let's have attack, so both will be in posta di donna. I will prepare my attack with step, which will make it a bit more realistic, because generally if we have opponent who's standing, we should prepare the attack. We should do something to be closer and then attack, because it's very rarely in the fight that we are standing in the position when I can directly launch my attack. If opponent is coming to me, because he prepared his own attack, it's coming, so then I can do it directly. But if I would like to attack, I would like to initiate it, it's better to prepare. So you will be the one who prepares. So we are going to step forward, and after that attack, and then go to the parry and riposte. From to the right, so this is like the second Fiore play, and next time, when you will attack, step and go, I will go to the other side with colpo di Milano. So we will try these 2 parries, and after that we will try in Sparring. So I'm just waiting here in posta di donna, and in the moment I beat the blade, or I go to the other side. And now to the other side I will attack. So I come closer, and attack, nice. Very nice, good. So let's try a few times, easy, and after that we will try in Sparring.
Yeah, thank you for it.
Last thing before break, so we'll do it as a sparring. So both of us can do the same thing. We both fight posta di donna. You can choose which is more comfortable for you. You can try this more heavy one. You can try this more frontal one, just to adapt it for yourself. And both can attack, both can parry and riposte on the 2 sides. You can of course attack with different footwork. So if my opponent is very close, he's coming to me, I can just attack, even without moving my feet. But if opponent is a bit further, of course I will try to prepare and attack with passing step. So we have the same options. We have to just work with the distance and tempo. So let's try. So we both in posta di donna. We just try. I don't know, did I hit or? Okay, let's try it. Let's try, okay? Waste all energy at the beginning, so we'll start with short warm-up. After that, we'll go for some grappling techniques, but with choosing different situations. So not only one technique and executing it, just choosing, but without equipment yet. And after that, we'll go to the part with heavy equipment one more time, try these grappling techniques in tusk sparring. And in the last part, we'll try different variations from different guards to perform different Fiore actions in full sparring. Okay, so let's do something crazy at the beginning. Maybe it's lie on the floor, and I raise my left leg, and I go to the right side, leg back, and now we can see at the beginning. With my left arm, I'm going to touch my right arm and go again to the left. And just a few times, and trying not to move my knee, I would like to open my chest. Okay, and similar movement, but like around. I'm touching with my thumb the floor, and I go around, and I come back. Wide movement, straight arm. Okay, change the side. The knee to the left. Let's try not to move the knee too much. We can even grab it with our hand and just touch the floor from one side and another. Okay, and this circular movement. Try to touch the floor all the time. Up, let's stay on our back, and now we do rotations with our hips. So just keep your muscles a bit active, and we are going 10 rotations with one hip and 10 with another. Fingers directed to my knees, and then just slowly sitting down. Stretch the forearms a bit. And we are going backwards. Just try to move here a bit. Just a little bit. Not to feel pain or something. Okay. Now in the push-up position, just we are going with our hips up and down. And we can try to move our backs rather this higher part of the backs. Yeah, so like that, and after that down, up and down. Okay. And now again hips up. And I'm touching my shoulders diagonally. My right arm to my left shoulder, and after that I change. Okay. Stretch. You can do the center, to the right, to the left. knee a bit. You can still touch the floor. From one side to another, slowly. Okay, let's go for two lunges. Touch the floor with the right arm, just diagonally to the left side, and I go to the lunge, raising my arm. So diagonal and touch. Other side. Okay. So, swords and masks. Try to practice some grappling, choosing good moment for grappling, because I think this is the most difficult. Sometimes we can provoke it, because we can, but sometimes it will just happen that opponent will come closer, attack deeper, we will attack, we will stand with our parry in place. So just to understand that this is good moment for grappling. So we'll have two different circumstances. Can you go? Let's assume that Miro attacks me from posta di donna. I can wait in iron gate, in full iron gate or middle, how you prefer. And now I will parry. And if I will parry him and we lose our bind, I would like you just to execute with any kind of parry-riposte. But whenever you will feel that you parry him, maybe you lose the bind just for a second, but he come back and he's going to keep the bind all the time, we'll try to finish it with any grappling technique. So I'm waiting for the attack. If I parry and I feel that he's still here, then I can, for example, grab it and hit. Or if you will be closer, like that, you can finish it with other techniques, like pushing the arms. So now, this is the moment when we'll choose the good technique for the circumstances. But if it will happen that I will beat him, and he is like away from my sword, then I will just riposte and maybe I can still cover. So let's do it like that. So again, I'm waiting, and I just need to choose proper moment. Here, I still have some space to riposte. Here is constantly strong on the blade, so I need to grab it or I need to push it to just complete it in any way. So other. Exactly. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, exactly. So you can choose whatever you want. You can do pommel strike, grab the sword, push the arms, how you prefer. Let's do 5 times each. Okay. So now I'm choosing how I will perform it. By the method I will perform the parry. So I can do parry in more like deflective way. I can beat the sword strongly to lose the bind, to have some space to repose, or I can go a bit more forward just to catch the opponent's blade. So now you attack only always in the same manner. Just cut to the head. Wait, let's check the distance, very good, it's real attack. So now I can beat it, really strongly, just not too wide movement there, just beat to the sword, or I can go more like that, catch it, so it didn't bounce. I just grab it, I can go a bit more forward, even I can lean my body a bit, maybe it's even the beginning of my step forward, because if I want to do grappling, I have to think about shortening the distance. So maybe even without a small step, how you prefer. So now I'm choosing how to execute it. And other side, I'm attacking in the same manner. Okay, very nice. So let's try. Be careful just with your hands, okay? 5 times each. Similar exercise just now. So I will attack, and you are going for the parry, like you are going for the grappling, so like more a bit to catch my blade. But now I can choose 2 things. I can just like accept this, that he catch me, and I can let him finish the action. Or after I hit the parry, I can go to the other side. So here we have to recognize if you have stable position here, when we really catch our opponent, or it's like our opponent hit to the parry, but in a moment we're losing him. So he's going somewhere else. So probably to the other side, because of course he can go to the legs during tournaments, but very often it will be considered as a very risky situation. Because like in Helsinki, like priority of the head, in right of way, priority of parry, etc. So I'm losing, and the best way where I can go will be other side, very often with kind of spare. So we have to change our plan, yeah? Because if we are just go to the grappling, it's very big chance that we will go hit somewhere. So if we feel that opponent keep pressure, we can grab. If we feel that we lose him, we are going to other parry, and we can execute in any technique. So I attack, I'm going to the other side, you can parry this. Yeah? And you can go, yeah, just let's try with grab now. So I will go even deeper, yeah, exactly. It can be this, or if I will stay here, you can immediately finish with any of these techniques. I think, is it any here? There is one more technique which we didn't perform, but instead of going very, very deeply for the heads, you can go also here for the crosscut. So it's a bit easier. Maybe you don't have to fight that strong, just attacking all the arms. Opponent is strong. Maybe I wouldn't like to go that close, but it's always from the same position. Practically same movement. I just go around his sword and then grabbing the crossguard, so we can also finish it like that, okay? So one more time, I attack. If I stay here, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, from this side it will be a bit more difficult. Yeah, exactly. Is it clear? Let's try, okay? 3 times each. Okay. To execute the technique with grabbing the sword, so we will have a situation when I'm waiting for the opponent's attack. I will try to parry this and grab the sword. Let's assume that this is the opponent hit, and he, for example, would like to hit again with the false edge without pulling out the sword. But the opponent is keep fighting. So if I will grab the sword, for example, he can grab mine. Yes. So I you have to execute it like we trained it. So don't give him the sword, maybe retreat a bit, lowering his sword just to be able to finish it and not hit to the parry. So can we try? Just so first thing for me is waiting in a good distance, because if I will wait too close, I will probably get this hit. So I have to provoke my opponent to attack, but not be too close, and just try to finish. And now, once you will get catched, so let's do it. I can grab you, and now you can also try to run me. So I will try to run away. Now there will be some funny situations, maybe, because it looks like that in the sparring, that he will try to take me, and we will try to dance like that, until I will finish it, and it just looks like that. So don't worry, it's probably the only way sometimes. So now, really we are walking, you really want to prepare your attack, and exactly if you will go here, you can try to finish it. I just think maybe, again, we don't want to destroy the floor, so maybe if you won't be able to, after a short fight here, if you won't be able to execute it in any way, maybe let's don't do this technique with throwing our swords away, because I don't want to destroy it. Okay? So if you won't be able just to finish it, that means that, okay, we have to start again. I wasn't quick enough to pull my tip. I gave the opportunity to counter my action, so I have to do it just a little bit better. So again, I'm just waiting, the opponent, again, actually I will just try to finish. And other side, I want to attack from posta and donna, I really want to hit. And if the parry wasn't good, I will hit. Okay, and now try to be a bit further, just to catch the point. Yeah, now, okay, you can do like that. So now opponent try to spoil it. So we have to find our way to finish. Okay? Let's try. Still like gioco largo section. So don't go forward with the parry, because you will be in a different distance. Here, okay, of course I can reach, but it's not that comfortable like from here. So I can parry it in place, or I can even parry a small step backward. I still will be able to grab it. I don't need to go somewhere here, because we will have another techniques from closer distance, okay? So now, we only try this one, with grabbing the point, okay? So don't go close. Okay. So, here, a bit bigger distance, just to grab the point. Now I can choose. I can have bigger distance, so maybe it will be possible to grab the point. I can shorten the distance, so it will change the game a bit. If I will go a bit forward, maybe here, maybe it won't be the best idea. As I said, I can grab it here, but I have a bit worse control. My opponent is stronger here, can move. Yeah, exactly. I can be under his control. So maybe I can finish it with this, or maybe someone will try for the spada. We will do separate sparring for the spada, because it's especially difficult with the gloves, but you can try any solution now. Just choosing between two distances. So if I parry somewhere here, my point far away, okay, I can do this. Just retreat. Or I can provoke the closer ones here, or something here. So okay, now I will attack. So we are walking. I really want to hit. So first is good parry. So it's easier to parry being a bit further from the opponent. So if you are going to go closer, you have to have really prepared parry for this. Yeah, very nice. That was very good. close distance and like medium distance. Now we will try to provoke it without parry, just as our preparation in the video. We'll have opponent in spada or just point directed to me. I will go pushing his swords a bit, and I will try to come closer, like securing this line. So if the opponent won't react, I can try to grab it and finish it. Or if opponent will go to the other side with the card, I can try to parry this and now to finish it with any of the actions. Or I can try to go higher just to grab the cross guard. Or I can even try just to grab the sword, like even from this side, because it will be like a bit simplified, but similar technique, like here, just from the other side. Also, I will just do this. I can take it for a moment. So I will try to provoke it. So if my opponent wants to react, I'm just walking. It can be something very good. I can try to finish it here. Or if you go to the other side, nice card, I got it. I can to parry this and try to finish. So it's like, now it's more like a free interpretation, just to try to make it possible in different ways. But of course, if I want to secure this line, I can also get the direct thrust. So I can get the thrust and I can get the hit from the other side. So it's again tusk sparring. So we are fighting. If I want to secure it, you can also hit me. Yeah, exactly, very good. So I can also do it as a parry because I can be attacked. Yeah? So if you attack me, I can parry this. But if my opponent is not going to attack, I can prepare it my own and try to finish it. Also maybe to the others. So let's try to the other. Just prepare. Okay, nice thrust. And let's try to grab it. Yeah, very good. Nice. You can be like that too. So you can push the hands down too. Just let's look for your own way in execution. Okay, is it clear? Let's try. Like 5 times each side. Like the heavy equipment is just a little bit different, and can I show you? So we'll try a few times to do it like technically but quick, because in a moment we'll try to do it in the tusk sparring, and after that we'll go for the tusk sparring where both sides can attack the parry and perform more parry-riposte or direct attack or different grappling techniques. So like for the spada is the last one which we have to practice like separately, because it's like, I think one of the most difficult to execute. So I will wait with the parry, I can get first hit, yeah, it can be donna, I need to parry and I try to do it quite quickly. If I won't be able to finish it because I did something wrong, okay, I can parry a bit and after that I can finish it with my right hand. Because this is how it will look in sparring. In this first action won't work, I can try a little bit more. The opponent is still strong. Maybe I did something not properly. I have to just go for another target. So again, I'm waiting, hitting the parry, and I go here for this one. And if I will be able to take it, okay. And to the other side. Just now let's try to do it as fast as it's possible, of course, with full movement, because it's our preparation for sparring. Right, attack. Yeah, exactly, very nice. Very good performance. Let's try a few times without walking, just attack, parry, and stop the sparring. Okay? for now to the head only. I can do Parry-riposte to the head, I can go directly to the head, I can even do remise attack to the head or like first edge. I can do Parry-riposte on the other side, but only head. But when we are in camping, we can hit every time. Yeah? So if we don't catch me, for example, we are fighting here, I'm protecting my arm, exactly. I can get either to the arm or stab or even to the leg, so you can choose. So now, every hit like that will be for 1 point. Every hit from the grappling will be for 2 points. And for the spada will be for 3 points. If you will be able to take this sword away, or at last you try, and you finished it here, okay, it's still 3 points, because it's the most difficult technique. So you can choose every technique we practice. You can push the hands, you can do just Parry-riposte, and you can do it from the distance with direct attack. Yeah, so one more time, every hit to the head, because head is our only target on the distance. Hit and Parry-riposte to the head, 1 point. Any action from grappling, whenever I will hit, is 2 points, and hit after tortoise the spada. If I will take the sword, it's finishing the fight, then it's 3 points. Or if I won't be able to take the sword and I will hit to the head, it's also 3 points. Is it clear? So let's fight to 7 points, and after that I think we'll have some break.
Ne muista tästä vai? Aika lähellä. Tuli vähän sellainen suora käsi, mutta you really survived. It's really last thing. It will be sparring again. Just now,
I think we will make maybe small groups. We will do sparring with judging. It doesn't mean that we have a fight like on the competition. Just judges will help us to keep. No, we will fight for points, of course, so it will be easier to judge the points. But also they will check if we are fighting with proper Fiore position, because we will randomly choose the cards which we have to use. So I have few illustrations. Unfortunately, I realized that I don't have boar tusk illustration, but I have two coda longa. But we didn't do coda longa, so we won't use it. So let's assume that this is boar tusk, okay? If we choose it. So we'll have posta longa, tuta porta di ferro, mezza porta di ferro, tuta porta di ferro, posta di donna, posta breve, and this is dentro singaros or tusk. I mean, this is coda longa, but we believe that this is boar tusk. So now let's mix it a bit, because we'll choose our guards like those you don't know what is where, and who can choose the first guard. Okay, Miro, we can choose the first. Okay, so this is posta breve, like the most boring from the guards. So this side will fight from posta breve, and maybe Thomas, you can choose another. Posta breve versus posta di donna. It seems like plan. So you can fight using like usual Finland rule set. I think it's good rule set for Fiore because priority of head. Like just with this rule set, but using these guys. Of course, if I fight from posta di donna, it doesn't mean that I can like go to the other guard to do something. Okay? If I go like to pick the blade and thrust or something like that, of course I can do it. Or just to prepare something, I can sometimes go and do. But generally, or I can do execute Parry-riposte and stuff like that. But generally, if I hit, my opponent run away, I finished in other guard, and we are not keeping fighting, I should come back to my posta di donna. Okay? So one is a donna. Posta breve you can choose if you prefer to do it with right foot forward or with left foot forward. So let's fight to like usual rule set, so you can fight to 10 points, yes? Okay, so let's do it. So let's maybe go in the groups like 4 people or 5. Like I'm not sure who stayed, how much is already. So 2 groups of 4 and 1 group of 5. Okay? Let's do it.
Question. Will we do the Fiore posta di donna like Fiore?
You can adapt it for the sparring, so you can change it.
Mun mielestä toi ei ollut huomioon.
Mä näin oli huolta.
Mä näen ainakin pistokäs. Mun mielestä mä sanoisin vaan näin.
Joo, eli teet saman. Olet, että siellä oli vähän mitä pistoa vähän. Eli 7 okei.
Two each, so no for fence.
Break. Mielestäni jatkaa aika pysähtyä.
Mitä se?
No niin, niin kuin 2 kolmena.
2 kolme, joo. Eli
5, 7. Break.
2, 2.
Se on kevyt kosketus tuolta. Niin. Break. Täällä tule paikka, 3. Mä en sit puhutaan.
Mun mielestä toi ei vaan
Okay, that's what we did.
So that's half.
Oh my god, it's on.
Me ollaan molemmat, tai Niina siis.
Aina tärkeää, että se joku saa periaatteessa muuta voi tehdä itselleen.
Niin, japaniksi. Voi sanoa fence. Break. Ja sä huudat pointti. Haluatko sanoa reiksi?
Sen jälkeen osaa tuossa liinottaa. Samalla
You are posta break.
Yeah, I can take it.
Bench is ready. Bench.
point. Mun mielestä käsi on sama.
Break. Bench. Break. Yeah, you want underneath the watch to eat. Bench. Break. Head priority. So 3 points. Point. Bench. Break. That's head. 3 points. Yeah, you said head priority, so I didn't get it. So, like, already you say if you're someone like that, you can say that twice. Okay, so it's 8-0. Fences to your corner. Yes, fences ready. Salute. Fence. Break.
Break.
1 point for you. Yes, 9-0. Fence.
Mässä oli ohimo.
Joo, sun ei kannata, sun pitää nähdä kokoa ja
Break.
antamaan sun.
That's defense right.
Sä näet paremmin.
12-0.
Ja 11.
Haluatko tää jatkaa toisella puolella? Haluatko tää?
Ei näitä voi ottaa.
Antakin, oliko se sama? Se oli käsi.
Kaikki oli käsi, joten täysin.
Mun mielestä
Fiore is quite small. Because they are different guards, we didn't confirm all of them. We skipped like funny. We skipped throwing guard to throw the sword. We did posta di donna in different ways. We skipped coda longa one-handed. It's a bit different. There is funny guard when you have your kind of half sword, and from this Fiore describes that you can do very long one-handed thrust. So it's quite, we know from competition it's very effective. So if you would like to interpret it a bit more freely, just Fiore allows us to thrust from one hand. So it works very good also from short guard, from porta di ferro, and from mortazo. From here, it will be also very good. We skipped also one specific guard, bicorno. This is kind of reverse grip guard. I'm not sure if it exists in any other treatises or maybe something similar. Fiore describes that it can do the same as the posta longa, posta finestra, and crown, so that it has similar things. Similar attitudes. But to be honest, I'm not very good in using never understood fully it, so I didn't want to teach it. Rafał from our club had periods that he tried only this, and he even did it on the competition, just like a thrusts, or even like he go for this as a feint. It can work, just it's really, really difficult. And of course, crown as a parry, mostly, and boar tusk. And here we have like first play with crossing swords on the tip, and different actions from this. It's done. Second play with swords crossed on the middle, and like hits to the hands after that in different variations. We did grabbing the sword. It's done. Of course, we skipped kicking to the knee after that. It's a bit dangerous. Here we have colpo di Milano, so this technique when the opponent's sword slip from our sword. So it also was done. Defending the leg, so we did it as a defense after cut from the Tente de Singaro. And here is the kick to the groin, which we skipped. Completely Fiore. Scambia di punta, so exchanging on the thrust. Yeah, we also had quite a lot of exercises, and example of grappling after that. And so if you will miss, we did it today after parry, the thrust, we can grab the opponent handle. Rompere di punta, so breaking the point to the ground. We did it both in like historical and a bit more sportified way, just without touching the sword with our knee, with our foot. And here, this funny kind of grappling after that. Yeah, so with slicing the front. We did it yesterday, pushing the opponent elbow or arms up, and after going to close combat. Here we have punta falsa, so the situation only hit from one side. If we go to the other side of the point. And here we have few Joko stretto techniques, so very close distance, swords crossed, but we are on the distance which makes touching the opponent's body possible, so grabbing the handle, hit with the pommel, going back with half sword, catching the cross guard, pushing the arms against high, and torre spada is here. So not all the techniques, but the techniques which I selected and I think are one of the most useful during sparring. So we did really quite a lot of Fiore. So like, congrats to you for surviving this, because you really have now knowledge, big knowledge about Fiore. I think that was the longest workshop I led, so I'm impressed that you survived, because it's not only physically tiring, but also I think mentally, because it's a lot of material. Personally, I'm really impressed, because usually I prefer to have a bit shorter trainings, for example at the morning and at the evening. I'm not capable to survive like 5 hours blocks. So again, I'm impressed of your work. Do you have any question at the end? Okay, if not, so it's like we finished. You know Fiore now. Yeah, so we have some time for free fights if you would like to fight, or if you would like just to rest. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last reactions?
Tuntuu se, että se jälkeen osuu.
5 vielä. Joo. Torjuin ihan.
Joo, helppoa.
Ei. Tuohon menee. Minä tsinkäytän. Se, ettei ole selkeä, ei sitä hyvä. Ei ollut. Isämme tulee hätteen, mutta tilanne ryhmänsä. Nyt sä olet ensimmäinen. Melkein olen. Miten tuo aina on?
Mutta se ei ihan silleen standardi sulla lyötä. Tätä se menee aika moni, kun se tulee niin kummallisesti kuulusti. You got the first. Työntystilanteessa se kuitenkin ensin toimii. Joo, ja eri tavalla.
Last spin.
Sorry?
Last reactions.
Okay.
Expect something on my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes faster is not better. Sometimes you have to go hard, sometimes you have to go back. Yeah, exactly.
Se oli auton selvä.